All right. Let's see. There we go. I see it recording. So, all right. Good morning. So the topic today is to discuss price discrimination. And in short, the way I understand price discrimination is that would be we'll have one product with two prices. So if we have one product with two prices, we're doing price discrimination, and that's going to give us, I guess, senior citizen discount. That's a nice example. I think everyone's on board for that. It's like seniors might have a tighter cash flow, so to get them in, you're going to need to give them a different price so you can get those senior dollars. And I don't know. I think we all would like a discount when we're older. I think that's a. I don't think anyone's complaining about that one. That's just generally everywhere. All right. So, look at my topics. How does price discrimination appear on today's online market environment? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, where does it show up? Um, so, if we've got tracked internet usage, they can see what you're looking at. So, for example, if you look at, if you Google, like Germany, and then you check out a couple other like museums or historic sites or I don't know, like a business hotel or something in that area, then that information gets saved, and when you go to like a travel website, they'll take that information, raise prices, go to Germany like across the board on all of them. So if they have that information, they know they could raise the price by. I mean, I'm not in marketing, but whatever the compliance professionals have determined, I don't know, like probably 12%. That's probably a good guess. Um, so that's where we see it a lot of the times. Or yeah, like I'm not sure if I've ever seen a senior discount online. Interesting. I guess it's only valuable face to face. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Oh, oh, cat wants a little bit of attention. All right, so moving on to the next question. Okay, the most important price discrimination in the past 20 years. So the most important event in the past 20 years, I would probably say would be the government's attempt to reduce wealth inequality when we had like what is it? We caused the housing crash in 2008, and that would be as a result of making the lowest qualified people get the cheapest loans and be approved for the largest amounts of money, which everyone knows how that turned out. Which basically was the loans weren't repaid in a pretty significant amount, enough to cause a crash. So that program didn't work out. It trying to make something out of nothing. Unfortunately, it wasn't the banks causing the problem. So that sucked. Experiment ran, and moving forward. And then let's see. Of course, that was important because it resulted in, was it like years? It was like what, like 4 years or something like that, where the job market was very tight. You know, stock market was sluggish. Yeah, it was took a while to correct for moving the money around in a new way resulted in high inefficiency that took years to correct. Okay, so that would probably be the most important event. Then, okay, what are prospective role of price discrimination in post-COVID marketplace? Okay, so price discrimination post-COVID marketplace. I mean, there's probably like some first responder deals. I would imagine. I imagine a lot of people are very sympathetic to some of the people that had to work during COVID. I mean, obviously not all. The guys in the maintenance business, and we're not in the list of brave souls. It's like, yeah, it just didn't matter. I was out there doing whatever, and I was there the whole time, but not seen. Maintenance is like janitorial. We're like invisible. We're like a necessary evil. And nobody thinks about the maintenance guy. It's just not a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's because most maintenance people are cat just wants attention, but most maintenance people are not unusually intelligent. Like, it's not a job that requires a lot of brilliance. It's dedication, focus, care, but you don't actually have to be unusually smart to be a successful person in the trade. It's just not necessary. And maybe that's why they're not treated well. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I just guessing. Doesn't really. Let's see. And then in the COVID environment, yeah. So Will price discrimination become a problem? Oh, I know the government tried a new version of the home loan thing, but in a smaller area, they're just going to do farm loans. And this time they're going to, instead of going on creditworthiness, they're going directly on race. And that might have become, the same thing where a bunch of money gets pushed around in a way that doesn't get repaid. Who knows? But we're not going to find out because it's determined unconstitutional a few months after it was rolled out. So, which is good. So that's not really a problem in my mind because I don't really want racial government dollars. That's racial government dollars just sounds like problems in the long run, and more on the social side of things. It's like what do you call it? Like when the British forced the the British forced the Catholics to tithe to Protestant churches they weren't going to. Didn't go over well in Northern Ireland. It's just one of those things I don't recommend as a stability plan. So I was happy to see it wasn't tolerated for very long. Let's see here. Price discrimination as a rule, I don't view as a negative thing. It's just like a marketing tool. I mean, maybe it's can be used in a dishonest way, and anyone who dishonestly charges more, of course, that'd be a problem, and they should be called out. But if someone wants to pay for a premium brand, if someone wants the prestige, then let them pay for it, and then they could have their label with their products, and they could demonstrate their worth in public, and that has value. So they should pay for that because it's something exceptional, so it costs more money. And even though it's not a better quality wine, for example, but the idea that you think it's better will probably make it taste better in the end. So there's the emotional quality, like if presentation's everything once you're wealthy enough, right? That's what they say. Yeah, so in the end, I wouldn't be worried about price discrimination, at least in America. It doesn't look like we have significant issues.